So this is a video. I've managed to drag Jono all the way from Norwich to Bristol in this lovely Audi that we're in, and we're going to go and see another Audi, which is a gem that I'm looking to buy, because I'm taking my infamous C70 gem off the road now. So I need something to be able to get to and from work in, and I want something a bit more economic. So me being me, I've decided on a four-wheel drive, not very economic, expensive to insure Audi S3.
Economic used in the loosest possible sense.
They're not, are they economic? They're quite heavy, aren't they? They're, the one I'm looking at is called the 8L, which is the first Audi S3 that came out. When did it come out? A3 came out in about 97?
98, I think.
98. And they did a sporty version called the S3, the Audi S series. That was back when they actually made sporty Audis with S badges, as opposed to just putting S on all their cars, like this one in fact.
Yes, this is an S-Line A6 50 TDI Quattro, don't you know?
I don't know what most of that means. All I know is it is quite fast, but it's not an S. This is not an Audi S car, is it? It's got all the S trim and stuff, but
just a regular car. Right, I need to turn her off because she's getting on my wick.
I don't know, the voice turns me on.
Oh, really? Where am I going? Straight over?
Yeah, just go straight over. Doesn't matter. Just cut someone up, you're in an Audi, doesn't matter. So we're going to go and see it. It's a one-owner car. It's an older one. It's a 2000 model. One owner. It's got all the keys, all the books. It seems to have been pretty well cared for. Jono's trained Audi eye has been looking over it, and he seems to think it's. You got a good feeling about this one?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you know, on the surface it looks nice. Bodywork's in good condition. Doesn't appear to be any rust. Wheels need a refurb, but again, you know, that's
part of the course as well, isn't it?
Not an issue really. But as long as there's, you know, nothing major, dents and stuff you can get done, smart repairs, not a problem. So, and obviously when you work in the trade like I do, then these things are very cheap. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah, me too. Well, I'm looking forward to buying it.
Yeah,
but
of course.
I think so. What you're saying is rust is a big problem on these, isn't it?
They are a big problem, but I mean, it is certainly something to look out for. You know, I think also we need to be looking at the condition of the tyres, make sure they're not sawtoothing, because if there is, then you're certainly going to have a you know, four-wheel alignment done.
And is that the four-wheel drive system on them? They like matching tyres, I've been told. So
yeah, so as long as they match on the same axle, you don't have to worry about replacing all four, but as long as the same axle
so front
is fine,
and rear,
absolutely
right.
fine.
So if it's got a Ling Long on one side and a Bridgestone Potenza on the other side, we know something's not right.
Yeah, the owner is a skinflint.
Yeah. So yeah, it's got all the keys, full service history. It's a nice colour. We both like the colour, don't we? It's called Ming Blue, which probably these days they wouldn't call it Ming Blue.
No, it'd be called Midnight Blue or something.
Not Minging Blue.
No.
And it's got a funny suede and leather interior, which is a bit loud, maybe, but I'm sure in the flesh it would look better.
It's of the time, so it's in keeping with. What age is this car?
It's 2000, so it's quite old. I mean, it's 20 years old now.
So a year after we left school. That's how 20 years old.
And just for the record, my C70 is 1999. I've gone 1 year newer with this one.
You've really excelled.
But I think, I know you'll disagree with this, but because I work on cars a lot more than you do, that era was when cars were at their. I think they've gone downhill. Sure, they're more efficient and stuff now, but in terms of engineering quality, I think they're needlessly complicated now.
Yeah, and you know, depending on what you're buying, you know, if you're buying something cheap, then there's going to be issues with electronics and sensors and stuff like that. But really, a lot of that is to do with the, you know, the EU guidance in terms of emissions and whatnot. So
I just think my other car is a BMW 1 Series, and it's petrol, it's not a diesel, but it will still do 50. If I'm driving it to Norwich, well, I might bring this Audi if I bought it by the time I come to Norwich. I'm going to Norwich in a couple of weeks, and that's a 4-hour drive. I might take this Audi if I bought it, but my BMW on that run would do 200 and so miles, 250 miles. It would do 50 to the gallon average if I take it. For petrol, I think that's so good. I mean, petrol 20 years ago, no chance. Not a hope in hell, really, unless you've got very small engine, but
the most exciting thing, or the thing that I'm more excited about, is obviously where we're going to collect this car. So we've got to drive an hour and 40 minutes to a lovely place called Birmingham. And I'm quite good at doing a Birmingham accent, so when I go there I've got to be careful that I don't greet him by speaking in this bloody awful accent.
Well, I have spoken to him, and he's not got a Birmingham accent.
Is he not? I'm disappointed.
No, he sounds quite well spoken actually, so hopefully he'll be all right. But I think in the journey to pass time, we're going to have to talk some cars to make this video more interesting. So I'm going to come back in a minute, and we're going to discuss cars.
And the next, actually, I want to do some gem spotting on the way.
Yeah, we're going to try and do some gem. So we've just seen a Porsche Panamera, right?
Yeah, so this is the...
This is going to be the hypothetical, which we're going to do in our podcast, but we'll do one now.
So hypothetically, you've got to drive down to the south of France. You've got family in Nice, and you need... I have got family in that area.
Family in Nice, another family, or your own family?
My own family. Let's just change lanes. And you need something that's going to be efficient, comfortable and fast.
And what are you going to have? What sort of budget are we looking at? Are we talking crazy money, or should we do it hypothetical for various...
I think hypothetical... Oh, look at that!
Sorry, I've just got...
Look at that!
You're going to have to speed up.
Vanden Pla.
That's mint. Yeah, you're going to have to catch up with that. He's speeding with a Rover Vanden Pla on his trailer.
A Rover. As you may or may not see, coming up in front of us on a trailer...
should see,
is a bronze.
It's a minter, isn't it?
It's nice, although all I can see is a tranny van at the moment. But
how would you hurry up? What reg is it? W reg. So it's a 1980. So
want to be in this.
That's an older one. Newer one. Sorry.
There you go. So it's got a nice exhaust.
New exhaust. That looks
he's coming out.
He's coming out. Let him out. Let the transit vans get out of the way so that we can get a nice view of it.
Yes, we've got it. Look at this. Look,
it's mint, isn't it?
That is absolutely stunning.
Lovely.
And look at it, it's got Volgalore, brown Volgalore interior.
Volgalore headrests, rear headrests. That must have been a funny year, because they did restyle them a bit, didn't they, in the 80s?
You know more about things like this than
well, that's a 1980 if it's a W reg. But that looks like an older model, you know, with the older wheels and stuff. Very nice though, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's even got the original number plates.
And you can see the rear transaxle at the back.
I wonder if it's a V8. I don't know if they're
it's got quite a small pea shooter exhaust.
Might be 2600. Is that a V8 badge on the side though?
Let's have a look.
They did a 2.3 and a 2.6. No,
so this is two gems here, really. Here's a V8 look.
That's lovely. It's lovely. It's got leather.
Oh, leather. Is it real leather or leatherette?
I reckon it's probably real leather because it's a Rover. But that is beautiful. A bit rusty on the doors, but hey, it's a Rover, right?
There we go. Amen. Loving your car, Mister. Sorry.
He did look a bit like a woman, I'm not going to lie.
Well, I thought it was a woman. I thought it was somebody from the Pony Club running the gym car.
I thought it was a woman. But hey.
There you go. So that's a top gem spot.
There's a gem spot. So anyway, getting back to I've got a family in Nice, right, and I want to get down to them in comfort with reasonable economy. We're not talking miserly economy. We're not talking Polo diesel economy. So we want something big and comfortable. What sort of job have I got? Am I sort of a high-flying exec? Have I got? Is it a mid-level car? Are we talking what sort of budget?
I would say you're an entrepreneur, so you've got your own business, so money is not really an issue. Okay. You like style. But you're not showy. Not showy,
yeah, and that is me, basically. Yeah. Well, apart from the money, I'm going to get that. But I'm not showy in that sense. I'm not one of these people that, like with this Audi we're going to look at, if I buy it, I'm not going to I want it standard. I like it.
But
I like the look of it
that is
standard.
how cars should be. They should be standard.
Yeah,
Because that's how you get. That is how a car appreciates.
I think so. Yeah, they get ruined.
You know, so.
Anyway, so okay, so I'd figure I don't. Do you know what? I don't know how much cars cost now. So we just seen a
So let's say
Panamera.
£50,000. Okay, so it doesn't have to be brand new, but £50,000 will buy you. So it's got to be a GT car, really, ideally.
50 grand doesn't buy much. So
No,
buy an
well, that's-
A6 like we're in now.
So
a
this
5
is probably not
Series.
quite 50,000, but with options, the VED list price is about 47.
Okay, so
On
round
this
about
one.
50 grand. 5 Series BMW. What are the SUVs? The X, not the
X5,
X4, the
X7?
X3 is it?
Oh,
And then
no,
the Audi,
X3.
the Audi Q5. We talking?
You could
wouldn't,
do.
You wouldn't be in a Q7 at 50 odd grand, would you? That'd be too much.
Yeah, no, you can do. You could get a pre-reg, and cars like this are available at Lowestoft Audi. You can get a pre-reg Q7 for about high 40s, and it would be an S-Line or even a black edition with a decent spec. 50 TDI, so 3 litre diesel, V6. Yeah, so yeah, absolutely.
So that is on the car. I don't like SUVs. In fact, I really don't. I'd much rather have something like this A6 than an SUV. But you said the Porsche Panamera, but you wouldn't get one of them for 50, would you?
I don't know. You might have to get your Auto Trader app out, but.
So you like, yeah. If we're entrepreneurial though, we'd probably have more like 100 grand to spend on a car, wouldn't we?
Well, I set the budget at 50, so.
Right, we'll go 50. I don't think you get a Porsche Panamera on 50, to be fair.
But you're thinking new cars. I think you could buy a used car.
Okay, so the
within a
used
certain
cars
budget.
are in as well. Oh wow.
Yeah, used cars, because if it was me, I would probably.
You get more for your money.
Absolutely. So for me, I would probably go and do what I did years ago.
So if we have a look
And have
on
another
here,
6 Series. I'd have a 635 diesel M Sport.
Oh, but are you
63 4?
Are you putting your family in it when you get
No,
there?
it's just me and my partner, or me and my friend, or whoever.
Okay, so it's just a cruise down to the south of France.
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's a cruise down to the south of France.
And how economic are we being with it? Are we?
Well, it depends on how frugal you are, but I would go for the 635 diesel M Sport, or if I had a bit more money, maybe a 640 diesel M Sport.
Yeah. I
Because you
tell
get the
you what,
looks, you can then drive around in the south of France looking good.
I tell you what I like is the 4-door 6 Series that they do, the Grand
The
Sport.
Grand Touring. Is it Grand Touring?
The Grand Sport.
Grand
is it?
Sport, I don't know.
I don't know, but we should know because we're making a car video. But
That's right, there'll be some little things on the screen just about here.
Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't have a Merc. Mercs don't really cut the mustard for me anymore. I've got a BMW, and it's nice.
I think if you spend a lot of money on a BMW, then you do get a nice one.
They drive well, but on motorways, it doesn't matter how good they steer or
No, it's
really.
right.
I mean,
it's just about comfort.
you want comfort and quality and convenience, but
See, the thing is for me, I mean, this is now my 13th, well, this is not my car, but this is my 13th Audi, and would I go back to BMW? I don't know, to be honest with you, because I do like Quattro, and I like the way the entertainment works on an Audi.
BMW do the X-Drive, don't they? I have to say,
Which isn't as good as the Quattro.
No, nowhere near. I have to say, the way my BMW system is laid out in here with the iDrive is very good. I know they were crap when they first came out, but actually really good now.
Well, in all fairness, I don't think the iDrive is as good as Audi's multimedia interface, and I think the multimedia interface, the MMI, is actually better than all this touch screen.
Yeah.
Because although, having said that, watch this, guys. Set temperature to 19 degrees.
I'll increase the temperature to 19 degrees.
So we can use that to adjust the temperature. But
That is good, but slightly unnecessary.
And again, I would prefer it if she had a Brummie accent.
I'll tell you what I'd like. I've just seen one in front actually. I don't think I'd get one for 50. I'd have to buy it second hand. I do like the Volvo XC90,
Okay.
and I tell you what I would like,
See the McCann Turbo, nice car.
which has just gone past as well. Yeah, how much are they? 60.
I've no idea.
I'll tell you the other one I like is I'll tell you what I'd like, and I'd save a fortune. I'd go out, if I could find one, I would like an S80 Volvo V8 all-wheel drive.
Yeah, Yamaha V8.
Yeah, very good engine, lovely car, very comfortable, very smooth, a lot softer than a German car, a lot less torqued, and come on, Volvo seats, no one does seats better than Volvo, I'm sorry, no one. Maybe Saab, but
So they don't make Saabs anymore.
IKEA and Saab maybe, but yeah, I just think Volvo seats are just the business, and that with that lovely engine, all-wheel drive, if I want to have some fun in the Alps, go skiing with my niece family, drive it up to the Alps. I don't know what they're like on fuel, I'm guessing a bit juicy, but
The thing is, having had a number of Volvos in the past, I just find they're too saggy. Because I've had German cars now for the last 5-6 years.
So I like that, because on a run, you'll find that they do sit at speed well, because they are following the flow of the road better than one of these.
That is true.
I find with a lot of Audis and my BMW as well, actually, constant slight correction of the wheel at speed, they just don't feel quite as solid. I could let go of the wheel in my 20-year-old C70 at 100 miles an hour and it's still tracked down the road. I mean, that's on old shock absorbers and springs and stuff. Don't get me wrong, I love German cars, but I think for relaxation, I think the Swedish do it quite well. Maybe not so much the small Volvos, which aren't, anything special these days. But
well, small Volvos have always been a bit crap, to be honest with you, because if you think about it, when Volvo bought DAF, they introduced something called a 300 series, which was pretty shite. And
they were they were.
They were crap, and
but then
they replaced it with the Dutch-made 400 series, which
the
again,
400 was a weak point.
was made with thin plastic and
they're rusted. Yeah, they weren't Volvos.
Not nice.
So I've gone for the S80 V8 all-wheel drive. That's to quote unquote saggy view. Is that another Porsche? Is that the same one?
No, same one.
Oh. So that's what I'd go for. So go on then. I reckon I could get one of them for less than 10 grand.
I think you're right. And what would you spend with the other 40 grand?
Well, getting there probably with the V8, and I could have a nice champagne dinner halfway and stop in a nice little hotel, and I could take my family skiing or to, I don't know, to the beach. But that's what I'd have.
Okay.
If I was buying another car, then maybe I would. That's another conversation, but no, I think that's what I'd go for. Just to be a bit different.
The thing is, you could drive down there in your Volvo, and with the money that you saved, buy yourself a little two-seater sports car for Monaco.
Well, the other one I'd quite like, and this is again, if I could find one, I reckon I could get one for around the 20 mark, maybe a bit more these days because they are appreciating, and that is a R129 SL600 Mercedes. V12, convertible.
Yeah. Like what Chris has got.
Yeah. So like an SL, his is a 320. I'd have the 600 V12. I mean, if I couldn't afford that, or I couldn't find a decent one, I'd have a V8 500. I'd have a V8.
I do like those. I know that
there's not a lot in it actually between the V8 and the V12, but I don't know if you.
I think the V8 would be a nice right one. Do you follow Harry's
Harry Metcalf has got a
because he got a trusty one, didn't he, for France, and it's actually really nice.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and anyone watching this, his videos are fantastic. Called Harry's Garage, and brilliant, really technical but not boring reviews of cars. I love it. I could sit and watch him all
if you like all the technical stuff, then
and he knows his stuff. He
exactly,
really
and
knows
that's why
his
I
cars.
like watching him.
And that's why he has millions of subscribers and we don't, because he knows about the cars. But he's got an SL600, and he was trying to explain in his video the difference between the SL600 and the 500. And it is on those autobahns and autoroutes in France where the 600 just trounces the 500. It's just so effortless. So that would be a good car. Juicy again, but
See, this car is fantastic. So 3-litre diesel, 50 TDI, and if I want to overtake something, which I'm going to do in a moment, we're in efficiency mode at the moment because obviously you want to try and save a bit of fuel. I'm currently averaging 56.4 to the gallon.
Well, should we? Right. So
I'm gonna
give me your choice, and then we'll talk about this car. But I want to know what your choice is for your niece family.
Okay, so niece family.
Because you haven't really given much away yet. I reckon it'd be German.
Do you know what I think I would do? I think I would go for an A6 all-road.
Ooh. An old one or a new one?
As new as I could afford, probably within 3 years old or something like that.
Yeah.
Because for me, I want the infotainment, and obviously the latest A6 all-road isn't out yet. So
I didn't even know they still made those. To be
they
fair.
don't at the moment. Let's just get past this person. We get. Yeah, so A6 all-road because they are so good to drive. Really comfortable.
What engine is it?
It's a 3-litre diesel, so they do varying outputs on those. I'd probably, if I could, go for the bi-turbo, which I think is 313 PS or 320 PS, something like that. Effortless to drive, air suspension as well. And then obviously when you get down to the south of France, you can do what you've got to do. Go up to...
yeah, nice and practical.
You can then go up to Andorra, do a little bit of skiing.
Oh, I've seen another gem. Sorry to interrupt you, but there's a crusty XJS on the transport. The M5 is a place for gem spotting. I'm going to take a picture so you guys can see it. Now, what if I turn this camera on? I bet it'll turn itself off now. You watch. Just as we go past the gem.
Okay, nice little 1987.
86, 87, yeah.
D-Reg.
Oh, it's an XJ, it's a TWR.
There you go. Tom Watkinson.
There you go, it's turned itself off again.
What's wrong with it?
I don't know what's wrong with my GoPro.
Can you try and do it on the phone?
Yes, I can. Well, I will do that shortly. So, you're going to have an all-road, I'd have an S80.
Yeah, I'd go for the
S80.
all-road because it's comfortable, it's really fast, it will go anywhere, and it's an Audi after all, so...
An Audi after all? Now, isn't that, after all, it's, is that Volkswagen's strapline or something?
I can't remember now.
After all, it's a...
Can't remember.
Oh no, it's Rover. Above all else, it's a Rover.
Thankfully not.
Above all, it's a Rover. So we're in Birmingham now. We're in Birmingham.
We've just arrived in Birmingham, Rob, and we're going to a place which is quite nice. And
well, that is a good thing actually. It's a nice area. It seems like a nice area. We're trying to work out what sort of guy he is, based on about a 5-second phone call I've had with him. But the house looks nice, and he seems to be selling other Volkswagens. He's got a lovely Golf Anniversary GTI 25 which you like a lot, and he has just reduced the price on it, and it is slightly tempting, but I don't know. I like the one owner thing on the Audi.
You've come for the Audi, so I would say stick with the Audi.
If the Audi's a pile of shit, then I might have a look at the Golf.
Yeah.
The Golf is probably more than I wanted to pay. He wants $3,000 for it, and it's quite a lot of money. But yeah, good area.
Very collectible.
It's a nice area, this. So hopefully it's going to be all right. But
I wonder if he's got a
wait and
rouged leather
see.
sofa.
But yeah, in all seriousness, I'm not going to film us in the car just to respect his privacy. But I suppose maybe if he buggers off inside, I can get the camera out and show you around it. But we'd do that if I end up buying it. We'd do that. I'd love to do a Mike Brewer style wheeler dealer style.
Yes.
Alright, geezer, yeah. Let's have a look at the car then, fella. Alright then, yeah.
So what have you done then? Oh, refurbished the wheels with a can of Amorite.
Yeah. So I don't think that's really going to happen. I just want to respect the guy. I haven't told him that we're filming either, so I just want to respect that. Oh, we've got a Sports Direct. We have. So yeah. We'll catch up in a bit, but we're going to go and see the car. We're literally minutes away now, so...
Oh, and just before we go, I just want to update you, we're now averaging 57.2, so...
and we are in traffic.
We are sitting in traffic, so quite impressive,
and
to
that's,
say the least.
That's Jono's plug for Audi again. If you want to buy an Audi, he's your man.
Come and see me.
Right, well, we're on our way back. And the Audi S3... we've had a look, and it was shit. Really,
It was a dog. Yeah, let's be honest.
It was a very honest car, but a very tired car. The pictures always make cars look better than they are, and
I think he'd used a few filters on that.
yeah, and I think probably he'd had it a bit minted up. The interior was a bit smelly. It smelled of cigarettes, and I really despise that in a car. Even if you smoke in a car, I don't think your car should smell of cigarettes.
No, I agree.
And it was just a bit tired. I think it just the interior was tired. I'm on the wrong The interior was tired. The engine sounded sweet, but really didn't. The details,
as well,
the bodywork was pretty rough. It had a little bit of rust coming in, which is fine and expected on a car that age. But there was a lot of scratches and a lot of dullness to the paintwork. The front bumper didn't quite line up, which was another negative. So I have technically come away empty-handed, but I haven't, because I bought one of his other cars that he had there, and he's a bit of a VW trader. He does it in his spare time, and I've gone for another VW, and I won't give too much away. I'll tell you what it is, but we'll do a separate video on it, and I'm going to go and pick it up later in the week. I've dropped a £100 deposit on it, and I'm going to go and pick it up just to secure it. And that particular car is a Golf GTI 25th anniversary edition.
Number 11.
Number 11 out of, I don't know how many it made, 1,000 maybe?
Out of many, many cars.
Many, yeah. Really honest, genuine car. Highish mileage, I'll give it that.
Well, not for the age, if you think about it. How old is the car?
150,000, yeah.
So it's under 10. It's done 8,000-9,000 miles a year. So really.
So average mileage, but the owner has been very meticulous. It's got every little piece of paperwork with it that you could possibly imagine. The interior is in lovely condition.
It's got a decent set of tyres.
It's got all Dunlop Sport Max tyres, which were the original tyres that it came with. And he specifically found those. The interior is original, the air conditioning works. Only problems we can find, it's got a slight oil leak on the engine, which needs further investigation, but it's nothing drastic. And I think it was an advisory on the brake lines on the MOT, again, probably expected on that age of car. And there's a bit of the infamous front wing corrosion.
However, it has got a wing.
But it comes with a fully painted, in the correct colour, genuine Volkswagen wing to fit to it. So that leaves me with just one more wing to put on it, or just have painted. It's literally a couple of rust bubbles. So as I was saying there, before the camera died, where do we get to? So we're talking about this Golf that I've just bought. It's a GTI.
Yeah, so there's a couple of wings.
Yeah.
Campbell is due next year, but
it's got a little rust blister on the back
with the handles,
which is very common apparently. And again, that would probably need taking out and repairing. Whether I'd have to have the whole boot lid painted.
No, I think you could do a smart repair.
Yeah.
On that one. But the boot handle has to be removed in order to.
Yeah, well, the boot handle is corroded as well, but they're aluminium, so I'd have that painted as well. Aluminum, so that'd need edge priming anyway. So there we go. Video to come on that, hopefully, and we're gonna give it a bit of a detail clean. Hopefully, if I've picked it up at the weekend, I'm on my way to Norwich next week, where Jono lives. So hopefully we can get together and make another video about it next week, and then we can both have a little drive of it. It drove really well. It pulled really well in all the gears. The only thing I would say is the gearbox felt the selector. I don't know.
Oh, they're over there.
The selector felt a little bit loose, so I wonder if it might need a couple of bushes replacing in the linkage. But again, that's something that's no big deal and easy to do, and something I can do myself. So there you go. We're going to head back. We're actually going to go and have a wee now, and I'm going to go and collect it on the weekend. It's Tuesday today. I'm going to go up on Sunday, and pick it up. So there we go.
I'm excited for you, I have to say. I think it's a really nice car.
I think it's an interesting car. It's a nice car,
and it is a future classic. It is a gem.
and it is the car. It's a controversial car, and we'll talk about that when we make the video, because the Mark IV always gets a bad rap. People say it's not focused enough and it's not interesting enough, and the Mark V is always a better car, and they're probably right. The Mark V was a better car, but those Mark IVs really, yeah, I think in driving terms they were better, but I think those Mark IVs are incredibly solid cars for what they were. And that was probably, again, that era of Volkswagens where they really did, I think they're at the top of their game in terms of engineering. I think from the Mark V onwards.
Should we park next to the E39?
Oh yeah, gem spot.
Little gem. 2 E39s. Look at that.
They're discussing their E39s, mate. 528i.
528. I had the
one
S.
in you had that colour as well.
Glacier green metallic.
There you go.
Look at that.
I'm gonna have a wee.
Treat.
And Jono is gonna go and talk BMWs. I don't like the wheels he's put on. He's put 3 Series wheels on.
Oh no, dreadful. I
wheels.
like the turbine wheels that we had on.
Yeah.
Have on that one.
Right. Anyway, I'm gonna sign off now because I'm gonna have a wee.